Here at MVP Dairy, we are able to produce more milk with less land than previous generations have been able to, using the new technologies and efficiencies that have been put in place. We've been practicing sustainability practices for probably close to 15 years now. All of our acreage are 100% cover crop and no-till. We do grid soil sampling on all our acreage, so we're putting the correct amount of nutrients where we need them and when we need them.
Our barns are built on a 2% slope. The water starts at the top of the barns, goes through a flush alley of about 9,000 gallons a minute, 6 times a day. At that point, it goes through a 24-inch tube out to a sand lane. The sand is heavier than manure, so the sand falls out. We stack that sand so that it can be dried for future use, but that manure and that lagoon water go on through our multi-step process, where the first is it goes into a square collection pit. There, we're using that fiber, separating it from the water, where we can use that fiber as a nutrient source for cropland and organic matter, for local farmers to put on their fields so that we can raise crops that ultimately actually will come in here as feed products. The rest of that water that is separated, part of it goes back up here to recycle and clean barns again, but the rest of it goes out through the first step of our 3-stage lagoon system. So there's 2 lagoons out there, smaller pits, if you will. They're just kind of small retention ponds where we're allowing the solids to settle out and the top water to go through into our large anaerobic cell. There's always bacteria in that water. It'll naturally kind of break down some of those nutrients and odors. If we can allow that water to just sit there and let some of that natural anaerobes work, and the more we can use it for a water source rather than a nutrient source. That water then, after it's in that 3rd anaerobic cell, it's going to go into our 4th stage, which is our irrigation pond. Our goal there is to have that to be a very diluted product, so we're all using it more simply as a water source. The type of system that we have, the Earth Mentor system, 8 local municipalities in Mercer County alone that are using the same style of system, and it's working.
We got 4 family members that live within a half-mile of the dairy, so we're very conscious of our environment around the dairy. We live next to Grand Lake St. Mary's, which I actually have a home on Grand Lake, so the environmental part of this is very important to us.